Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we're doing the crossword for Saturday, May 25th, 2024. So, did you do the crossword?
I did.
And did you enjoy said crossword?
I did.
Good.
I did.
What made it so enjoyable?
I got it done.
Okay.
No, it really was kind of a fun Saturday. When I started out, I didn't really get too much of a foothold anywhere. And it was kind of interesting because this puzzle with the configuration of the white and black squares kind of looked like a fan or a whirly bird or whatever. But
so did yesterday.
yes, I know. So it was kind of similar, although this one had longer clues. There weren't quite as many black squares, so
Right.
it did have a lot of longer clues. But it was really interesting because I got the first little corner up in the left. I finally kind of got that filled in, and I felt really good about it. And then I got the upper right corner pretty well filled out. And that made me feel even better. And I had already gone through like about half of the puzzle and hadn't really gotten much of anything. But then I, started over again, and I got one here and one there, and eventually got that first corner. Then I got that second corner. Then I got the third corner, and then I got the fourth corner. And so I had it all done except the middle, and I just kind of configured, this and that there, and eventually I got it all done. So, but I've never quite solved a puzzle like that where I've gotten all the corners but the whole middle was just kind of empty. But eventually I did get those.
Well, of course, the middle ones have got the longer answers.
They were the longest clues, yes.
And so I think those are the harder ones to fill out sometimes.
Yeah, because they were long going across and long going down.
Right.
And that is especially difficult because then you can't really get a lot of letters either way.
Yeah.
Thankfully, there were a few short answers at the ends of those longer clues, both ends, both the ones going across and the ones going down. And so you kind of got what the starting letters were and maybe what the ending letters were. And that was enough for me, but that's not always the case. Sometimes I can't get it from that. But for these clues, I was able to.
Well, for me, 14 down, drag through Hollywood, Sunset Strip. I figured that one out.
Oh, you did?
I recognized, at least I had the right number of letters, and I thought maybe this is correct. And then I had the S, I think I had the S and the N, and I'm like, it has to be Sunset Strip. So I had that sort of spinal cord of an answer there that I could hang all the other ribs off of.
I bet that helped a lot.
It did, because some of the other ones, 27 across, I had a guess on beverage at une brasserie, which was a bière.
That's right.
Please, listeners, don't laugh too much at my bad French accent. But the rest of the, like 17 down, that was a real poser for me. Spies use them for disguise. I thought, it's a fake beard or a fake mustache.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
I was going for sort of male spies for some reason, but anyways, it turned out to be secret codes.
That's right.
That's a very neat interpretation of that of that clue.
Yes.
And 24 across, text acronym. Of course, I'm thinking of something. First of all, it was 5 letters long, and I couldn't think of a good acronym that long. It's like OTOH on the other hand, or NSFW, not suitable for work.
Right.
But this was 5 letters. Turned out it was ASCII.
Yes. I thought that was kind of funny.
Let's see if I can remember what I think it stands for. The American Standard Code Information Interchange or something like that.
Oh, my. I didn't even know it had it. I didn't even know that was an acronym. It's just, in the early days of computer science, I knew people who said, "Oh, well, I've learned ASCII."
Well, that's like saying I've learned a number associated with a letter. I mean, it really isn't.
But they knew what that was.
Oh, I see. It's still in use now, although it's been subsumed by Unicode. So, but the numbers that they use for ASCII, they're still the same numbers, just part of a bigger coding scheme.
Wow.
Let's see, one across. Old currency of Massachusetts was wampum.
Wampum, yes.
That was old.
Wasn't quite sure how that was spelled, but Wampum.
I don't even know how I got that answer, but somehow I did. I was able to get, well, actually, that whole area there I found difficult. Like Six Down, Top Gun nickname. I went for Ace.
Oh.
Because, I mean, that's a great name for a pilot, but it turned out to be Mav.
Mav, short for Maverick.
Yep.
But for that wampum, for a long time I thought, well, they probably had British money in Massachusetts early on.
So that would have been pounds.
Not even thinking about the natives who lived there who did use wampum. So, yeah.
And I gather wampum, those are shells?
I think so, yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe beads, too. I don't know.
Because I've heard, on old time radio, they said wampum in some dialogue they're having with some native tribe. But 13 across was surprising. Creatures with a third eye sensitive to ultraviolet light. It's like, really? Iguanas.
That's right.
Of course, now third eye was in double quotes, so
right.
I guess they really don't have three eyes.
No.
I mean, if an animal had three eyes, we'd probably know about it. We know about Cyclops or what's the other name for it? Polyphemus, I think.
Yeah, Polyphemus.
Yeah, something, yes.
Yeah.
And so we'd certainly know one that would have three eyes.
But it made sense to me because iguanas, aren't they the ones that change color? They can change the color of their skin to blend in to their background. So It seems to me like, if they can do that with their skin, they probably have some sort of a eye sensitive to UV light, which is where color comes from. So,
okay,
maybe
I'll take your word for it.
I don't know.
18 across. Result of getting doubles in Monopoly was re-roll.
That's right.
Did you know that?
Yep.
I was like, I thought I was getting the word roll out of it, and I put in re-roll, but I'm like, is that right?
Right.
I was, because it was ending in an L, and I thought maybe it had something to do with going to jail.
No, you get another spin, or not a spin, you get another roll. I was trying to figure out how you say take another turn, because essentially that's what you do. You get an extra turn, but it's a re-roll. Yeah.
In that same upper right corner, 7 across, sub-Saharan menaces, mambas.
Mambas, yes.
I went for cobras.
Oh,
Actually, I went for, I guess, I see my problem. I went for cobra.
It doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit. Okay, so I must have gone for cobas.
Cobas.
And then I thought the O was going to run into 8 down, a god who duels Percy Jackson in children's literature. I had Odin.
Oh, no, it was Aries.
Right. I know that now. Vocally negative fans in sports slang, 10 down. Boo birds.
Boo birds, yes.
We've had that before, I think.
Oh, I don't remember it, but
there was only one debut answer in this crossword. Guess which one it was?
Well, I just looked over at your computer screen, so I know which one it was.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that really doesn't count as a guess then. But indeed, 1 down, blank ball, which was wiffle.
Wiffle. That's surprising. I mean, wiffle ball, that's kind of a common kids' sport. You'd think that would have been in a puzzle sometime. But
I don't know. But
wiffle ball.
Maybe the solver, the constructors got distracted by waffle and decided that's too good to guess. I'm sure waffle has shown up many, many times.
Oh, no doubt. Yes.
Let's see. 20 across. Feather beds, question mark, was nests.
That's right.
That was sort of funny. 29 across. I did not know what to do with that at first. Architect, so to speak. I was thinking it was going to be like designers or something, but it was masterminds.
Right. Masterminds are architects of all kinds of things.
And then 21 down that ran into the R of master of masterminds. Setting for the classic film line, I don't have to show you any stinking badges. That was Sierra Madre. That was my best Sierra Madre accent. Again, listeners. I can't even pronounce the name of it. The title. Listeners, I already know that was a bad a bad example, a bad accent. So you don't need to send in those emails reminding me.
You know, the line sounded familiar, but I'm like, I don't know what that was, and I don't believe I've seen that film.
I was thinking it sounded like something out of Back to the Future.
Yeah.
They say something like, roads, we don't need no stinking roads, or something like that. But, yeah, I was thinking I had a feeling it was going to be like an old, big movie.
Yes.
But that was I couldn't narrow it down to a particular movie, and I've never seen Sierra Madre either.
Mm-hmm. It's something of Sierra Madre. That's not just the name Sierra Madre.
Is it Treasure of Sierra Madre?
Yeah, something
I think so.
Like that. Mm-hmm.
The first A of Sierra Madre ran into 32 across, outfielder's flashy feet, basket catch.
Yeah.
And as I understand it, you've researched the topic?
Well, I just looked at a little snippet that was a player who caught a ball using a basket catch, and I don't know if I can describe it exactly, but it's almost like they hold their glove like a basket and catch it kind of on the run. So
I'm sort of disappointed. I was hoping a basket would be involved. He'd be there with his glove, and all of a sudden he'd whip out this little wicker number.
Oh, no, that wouldn't count. Got to catch it in your glove.
Not in your basket.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I suppose if it hit him in the chest, that would be a bread basket catch. But
I suppose. Boy, I had a lot of trouble with 33 down, break, hiatus.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I was trying to think of, break, snap,
yeah,
stuff like that.
Fracture.
A break, hiatus.
Well, they also had 35 across break, and that was gap.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Actually, I started off with nap.
Oh,
because if you take a break, you might nap.
Yeah, that's true.
But that didn't do it. 33 across. Time-saving tricks was hacks.
Right.
That took me too long to get.
Oh, I got that right away.
I think about hack as breaking into a computer. I mean, now they talk about like life hacks and all that.
Well, yeah. Every time I turn my Facebook page on, it's like they got this hack and that hack.
Right.
And, all these various little videos get into my feed there about hacks.
I think those people need cough medicine. They're hacking too much.
One that I thought was interesting, 43 across, piece of the pie. I started with slice.
Yes.
Then I turned to wedge,
mm-hmm.
and it turned out it was crust.
Yep.
Oh.
And that is part of the pie.
That is part of the pie, but I was thinking you cut the pie up, and that's in parts.
Getting back to where we had hiatus and hacks, 38 across, causes to chafe, 4 letters, ending in an S, had to be rubs.
Oh, uh-huh.
But it wasn't. It was irks.
It was irks.
Which was a much better answer.
Yeah, I thought about rubs, but then I thought, well, that doesn't really... What was the clue?
Causes to chafe.
Causes to chafe.
I mean, if you rub, like your, I don't know, various body parts together, don't they chafe?
They will, yes.
Well, there you go. Uh-huh. I rest my case.
I guess that fits. Yeah.
Your Honor, the prosecution rests, or the prosecution takes a nap, or takes a hiatus.
I thought 44 was funny. I did not know this was a thing, but 44 rearranged to fit jocularly.
Jocularly,
Tetris.
Right.
Like the game.
Let me see if I can Tetris this into shape.
Yes,
so I've
never heard anyone use that.
They made it into a verb.
I've never heard that used as a verb, but yeah, I thought that was interesting.
48 across, bargain hunters of a sort, unions.
Yeah, that's where I ended up, because I was like, I didn't really know that answer, and I didn't really know 42 down, which crossed it, Blank Brown, former editor of Vanity Fair and The New Yorker. And so I had T blank blank A. So I thought, well, it could be Terra. Then I'd have Tetras, and Uniers. But it turned out to be Tina, which made for Tetris and Unions. I just couldn't believe they would just take the name Tetris and, make that into a verb, but apparently they have.
Mm-hmm.
And unions, I still am a little befuddled on that one. Bargain hunters of a sort, unions. Is it because?
I mean, they're bargaining to try and get the best contract.
But
right?
Bargain hunters. Oh, I guess, maybe. I guess I understand that now.
Yeah, it feels a little off to me too, but David P. Williams has spoken, and Joel Fagliano has signed off. So we have to agree with that.
Right.
37 down, potpourri assortment was petals.
Yep, I got that right.
And then we had 29 down, strong scents, musks.
Yes.
So I thought they were going, even though this is a themeless, listeners, most Saturday crosswords have no theme that ties answers together. I thought they were going for a mini theme of smells, but possibly not.
Mini theme of 2.
Boy, 31 across, wheeled influence. I saw pulls in IOUs. I was very proud of that, right? If you're wielding influence, you're pulling in IOUs, but it was pull strings.
Yes.
Took me a while to clean that one up.
I guess.
But, all right. Well, I think that's probably it for today, except it is Saturday.
Yep.
Which means it's time for JAMCOTWA. The Gene and Mike Crossword of the Week Award. That's where we look back through the crosswords of the week and pick out what we deem to be the very best. And this week we picked
Monday.
Because we don't have a reason for picking Mondays?
I liked Mondays. I loved the theme. I just thought it was just funny. It made me laugh.
Yes.
When I got to the revealer. And the theme clue answers were 3 fictitious military personnel, Sergeant Pepper, Captain Obvious, and Colonel Sanders. And then the revealer was unfazed response to a threat from any of those 3. And the answer was you and what army?
Yeah.
So very funny.
It was a good joke.
Very funny. And wasn't this a debut? I was thinking this was a debut.
Yes, by Jack Sherbin.
Yeah. So I thought, wow, for the first one out, that is very good. Very clever.
So Jack, well done. Congrats. And if you feel so inclined, drop us a line, crosswordpodcast@icloud.com. And we will have a JAMCOTWA certificate and some lovely Wisconsin swag winging its way towards you in no time.
And a t-shirt.
Send
us your size.
Right. That is it for today. Thanks, everyone, for listening. We will be back again with our cutting-edge analysis of tomorrow's crossword tomorrow.
Bye-bye.